I'm going to quickly show you around this timesheet template and how to use it. So let's first look at the actual timesheet entry. So this is your timesheet entry sheet, and you have the option then to put in your name or the employee name, and you can put in the start date and end date of the period for the particular timesheet. Now there's also some other fields where you can put employee number, a department, and then there's two other fields here that can also be used. After this, you then have the timesheet detail. And the timesheet detail, the activity is driven by this drop down, which I will show you later on. The client is also driven by another drop down, which I will show you later on. And then you enter the number of hours spent on the particular activity by the client. And if need be, you enter a comment. Now the thing with this, and we have a comment here, is that this is a table. So when you're using a table, you must press tab to add a new row. So when you get to the bottom, if you press enter, nothing is going to happen. So you need to press tab to add a new row. If we click back here, we'll get back to the main menu, and we can see here we can update our list of activities, update our client list, update our working hours per day. So if we click update our client list or our list of activities, it brings us straight into our activities. Now you can delete these and amend these, and you can also add to these. And there's another comment in here, again saying that this is a table, so you need to press tab at the end of the table to get a new row. Now if we go back to the main menu, and if we click update client list or even update working hours, it's just going to bring us to the particular areas within this Legends sheet. So the client list is the clients that you're going to be working on, and the working hours per day is needed for some of the reports that we have prepared. So that's the number of hours that you have to actually work per day. Now let's go back to the main menu. So first you would update your list of activities, you would update your client list, and you'd update your working hours per day. You can then use the timesheet, and when you've entered your details into the timesheet, you can look at the reports that we have prepared. Now these reports are based on a pivot table, and you will need to refresh the pivot table when you enter details into the timesheet. And to refresh, if you click anywhere within the table and select refresh, it will update this pivot table and all the related reports. Now we have over here our total working hours, so that's calculated from the two dates. So if we go back in here to our timesheet, it's our two dates, so it calculates the working days between them, and then in our legend using our working hours per day. So let's go back there to our reports, and we can see that we have actual hours worked, which is taken from our timesheet, and then we've percentage utilization. Now we have some slicers here, so you can slice the report by activity or by client. And what do we mean by this? Well, if we select bank reconciliations, we can see that during the period we spent 8 hours on a bank reconciliation for client 3, and we can clear that filter like that. And the chart that we have here will show us the clients down along the bottom, and also then the activities split by color by the hours. And our pivot table is also showing us our clients, and it is also showing us our activities going across here, so we can quickly see the total hours on an activity or the total hours on a client. Back over to the slicers, then you can also just slice the report by the client, so you can have a look at particular clients in isolation and see exactly where and how you spent your time on them. So that's the timesheet template, and don't forget this timesheet template is free for you to download at www.mybookkeepingcourses.com. Don't forget to visit the website, and don't forget to subscribe here by clicking the subscribe button down at the bottom.